Imagine for a moment that there's a simple action you could take that only takes 30 seconds, yet has the power to support your heart, improve your circulation, and even help regulate your blood sugar. It sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? But sometimes the most profound changes in our health come from the smallest, most overlooked habits. Life isn't about grand gestures every day. It's about consistent, meaningful choices that accumulate and transform you from the inside out. Now, consider your heart. Every beat pumps life through your entire body. It works tirelessly day and night without complaint. But in our modern world, with stress, poor diet, and inactivity, the strain on this vital organ is immense. What if I told you that a simple 30-second practice could help support its function? Not by replacing your doctor or your medications, but by giving your cardiovascular system a gentle boost, a natural aid to help it perform at its best. Circulation is the lifeline of your body. Every cell relies on it to receive oxygen and nutrients and to eliminate waste. When circulation is sluggish, you feel it immediately: fatigue, brain fog, cold hands and feet, or that low energy that drags you through the day. Improving circulation isn't just about vigorous exercise or expensive supplements. It's about activating your body in ways that respect its natural rhythm. Those 30 seconds you dedicate can help your blood flow more efficiently, carrying the vital elements your body needs and supporting your overall vitality. And then there's blood sugar. So many of us are walking around with unstable levels, unaware that this hidden imbalance is quietly affecting our energy, mood, and long-term health. Even small fluctuations can create insulin resistance over time, making it harder for your body to regulate itself. But there's a simple, almost effortless step you can take that encourages more balanced blood sugar responses, promoting steady energy throughout your day. This isn't a quick fix or a temporary trick. It's a daily practice that nurtures your body's natural ability to maintain equilibrium. Here's the beauty of it. It only takes 30 seconds. That's less than a minute of your day, a fraction of the time you spend scrolling through your phone or waiting in line at the store. Yet, those 30 seconds can be a powerful ritual, a moment of intentional care for yourself. It's an opportunity to pause, to give your body something it can actually use, and to remind yourself that your health is worth the investment of time and attention. It may feel almost too simple. Can 30 seconds really make a difference? You might ask. The truth is, small, consistent actions often compound into enormous results. Think about brushing your teeth, washing your hands, or taking a moment to breathe deeply each morning. These tiny habits protect and strengthen your body without requiring massive effort. The practice I'm describing works in the same way. It's small, but it's potent. Over weeks and months, the benefits are measurable. A heart that beats more efficiently, blood that flows with less resistance, and more stable energy and glucose levels that allow you to feel alive and focused throughout your day. Don't underestimate the power of consistency. You don't need to overhaul your entire life in a single day to see change. You don't need complex routines, expensive gadgets, or secret formulas. All you need is commitment to this simple step: 30 seconds under your tongue, perform daily. It's a quiet, almost meditative moment, a chance to reconnect with your body and remind yourself that every choice matters. Health is cumulative. Every meal, every sip of water, every stretch, every moment of rest, they all contribute. And this 30-second practice is no different. It's an investment in your vascular system, in your heart's endurance, and in the delicate balance of your blood sugar. By honoring this brief daily ritual, you are actively participating in your own longevity and quality of life. And there's something powerful about doing something that feels so small, yet has such a meaningful impact. It reminds you that you have agency, that even in the chaos of modern life, you can create a space where your body is supported and your heart is cared for. It's a gentle act of empowerment, a declaration that you are willing to show up for yourself, even when the world demands so much of you. Think about the ripple effects. Better circulation means more energy, clearer thinking, and more resilience against the challenges of your day. Supporting your heart strengthens the engine of your life, allowing you to pursue your dreams with endurance. Helping regulate blood sugar stabilizes your energy, reduces cravings, and enhances your mood. These are not isolated benefits. They are interconnected improvements that elevate your overall well-being. It's also a reminder that caring for your health doesn't have to be complicated. So often people get overwhelmed, thinking that transformation requires extreme diets, grueling workouts, or expensive treatments. But real change comes from consistent, intentional actions that respect your body's natural mechanisms. 30 seconds under your tongue might seem negligible, yet when done daily, it becomes a powerful habit, a micro practice that yields macro results. And here's a secret. Many people overlook the body responds beautifully to mindful rituals. It's not just about the physical process, but also the attention and care you bring to it. When you pause, even briefly, to do something specifically for your heart, your circulation, and your blood sugar, your nervous system notices. Stress levels decrease. Your body begins to operate more efficiently. You are sending a signal, you matter, and your body deserves this care. Imagine looking back weeks or months from now, realizing that a habit that took less than a minute each day contributed to tangible improvements in your health. Your energy is steadier, your heart feels stronger, your blood sugar more balanced. It's the kind of change that feels effortless because it's built into your daily life, rather than being an added burden. And the best part is, you started. You made a conscious choice to prioritize yourself, even in the midst of a busy world. Health isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about taking small steps that align with your goals, that support your body, and that nurture your future. Those 30 seconds are more than a simple action. They are a commitment to yourself. They are proof that sometimes the smallest practices can make the biggest difference. And as you continue this practice day after day, your body will respond in ways that remind you that consistency truly matters. So pause for 30 seconds. Feel the subtle shift as you engage in this simple act of care. Know that with each repetition, you are supporting your heart, improving your circulation, and encouraging balanced blood sugar levels. This is not a magic trick or a fleeting fad. It's a disciplined, intentional step that empowers you to take control of your well-being. You are actively shaping your body's future with a simple, deliberate choice that anyone can make. And in those 30 seconds, something remarkable happens. You recognize your own power. You realize that wellness is not distant or unattainable, it's within your reach. Every time you commit to this practice, you reinforce the understanding that health is built moment by moment, choice by choice. It's not about waiting for the perfect opportunity. It's about making the most of the time and resources you have today. By honoring this small ritual, you are giving yourself the gift of vitality. You are telling your heart that you appreciate its tireless work, your blood vessels that you value their flow, and your body that you are dedicated to its balance. These 30 seconds may be brief, but their impact can ripple throughout your entire life, supporting you in ways you might not even realize yet. And when you make this practice a part of your daily life, you are joining a group of people who understand that real transformation comes from simple, consistent actions. It's not flashy. It's not dramatic. It's quiet, intentional, and powerful. Every day, with every repetition, you are investing in your body, your energy, and your longevity. Small, consistent actions have a power that many people underestimate. In our fast-paced world, we often think that transformation requires drastic measures, complete overhauls, or dramatic interventions. We believe that for health to improve, we must dedicate hours in the gym, overhaul our diets completely, or invest in expensive treatments. But the truth is far simpler and far more accessible. Tiny, intentional practices repeated consistently over time are what truly shift the needle on your well-being. These are the actions that compound, quietly building strength, resilience, and balance without requiring you to exhaust yourself or chase unrealistic standards. Consider the act of brushing your teeth. It takes only a few minutes each day, yet it protects your teeth and gums, prevents decay, and maintains overall oral health. Imagine if you ignored it, thinking, "I'll just brush twice a week instead of every day. It won't matter." You would see the consequences accumulate slowly but inevitably. The same principle applies to other areas of your body and your health. Your heart, your circulation, your energy levels, they respond to repeated small behaviors more than sporadic bursts of effort. Every time you take a conscious step to support your body, no matter how brief you are making, an investment that grows exponentially over time. This is especially true when it comes to practices that support vital systems like your cardiovascular health. The heart works continuously, pumping life through every vein and artery, yet we often take it for granted. Stress, poor nutrition, lack of movement, and environmental toxins place a cumulative burden on this incredible organ. The remarkable thing is that even small actions performed consistently can lighten that load and enhance its efficiency. A 30-second daily practice may seem insignificant at first glance, but its cumulative effects can help your heart maintain optimal performance, strengthen resilience, and reduce strain over months and years. The beauty is that consistency, not intensity, is what matters. Circulation is another area where small, repeated actions create significant impact. Blood flow is the vehicle through which your body receives oxygen and nutrients while removing waste. When circulation is sluggish, every system in the body suffers. You may feel it in low energy, difficulty concentrating, cold extremities, or general fatigue. By supporting circulation with consistent habits, you allow oxygen-rich blood to reach every cell, enhancing vitality and improving overall functioning. It is not a single monumental act that makes the diet difference, but the accumulation of hundreds of small, deliberate choices that keep your blood flowing efficiently day after day. Blood sugar regulation is another domain where consistency is key. Even slight imbalances in glucose levels can create stress on your body over time. Sudden spikes and drops affect energy, mood, and long-term metabolic health. By integrating small, intentional practices into your routine, you can help stabilize blood sugar, encouraging your body to maintain balance naturally. Each day that you repeat this practice, you are nudging your system toward greater stability, creating a foundation that prevents larger disruptions in the future. The key is to honor the process and trust that regular small actions compound into meaningful results. One of the most compelling aspects of small, consistent actions is that they are sustainable. Drastic measures may create quick results, but they often fade because they are difficult to maintain. Habits that take only a few seconds, like this 30-second daily ritual, are easy to integrate into any routine. They don't require extraordinary effort, willpower, or special conditions. This makes them remarkably effective because they reduce resistance and increase adherence. Over weeks, months, and years, these small acts accumulate, producing outcomes that far exceed what could be achieved through occasional bursts of intense effort. The psychological aspect of consistent small actions is equally powerful. Each repetition reinforces a sense of control, discipline, and self-respect. By committing to even a tiny practice every day, you send a message to yourself that you are capable, that your health matters, and that you can influence your body's function through your choices. This builds confidence and encourages further positive behaviors, creating a feedback loop of improvement that extends beyond the physical benefits. Your mind begins to recognize that change is possible, achievable, and sustainable simply by honoring the small steps that you take consistently. Consistency also bridges the gap between intention and action. Many people have lofty goals. They want to improve their heart health, optimize circulation, or stabilize blood sugar, but fail to act because they wait for the perfect time, the perfect method, or the perfect motivation. Small, repeated actions eliminate this barrier. They are simple, tangible, and immediately actionable. You don't need to wait for motivation to strike or for ideal circumstances. You simply do the small thing every day, and over time it compounds into profound, visible change. Furthermore, small, consistent actions create a foundation upon which larger habits can grow. When you start with manageable steps, your body and mind adjust naturally, reducing the shock or resistance that often accompanies major lifestyle changes. The 30-second practice becomes the seed from which broader wellness routines can flourish. Better nutrition choices, more movement, improved sleep, and mindful stress management, all flowing from the simple discipline of showing up for yourself consistently. This principle applies not only to physical health, but also to every aspect of life. Growth, achievement, and transformation rarely occur overnight. They emerge from repeated intentional effort over time. In health, this is especially true because the body responds gradually and cumulatively. Each day you commit to a small, meaningful practice, you reinforce the trajectory toward greater vitality. These actions may be subtle, almost invisible in the moment, but their effects accumulate until you look back and realize how far you've come. Every day, every choice matters. The 30 seconds you dedicate may feel insignificant, but it carries the weight of compounded impact. It is a reminder that your body thrives on consistency, that true health is built on repeated, intentional acts, and that by honoring these small moments, you are investing in a stronger, healthier future. Mindful rituals have a transformative power that is often overlooked in our busy, distracted lives. We tend to underestimate the influence of intentional, conscious actions, thinking that only grand efforts or dramatic interventions can create meaningful change. Yet the truth is that small, deliberate practices performed with awareness can profoundly influence both our body and mind. When we take time to pause, to focus on a simple action, and to commit to it with attention, we are engaging in a form of communication with our own physiology. A signal that says, I care about you. I am aware of you. I am willing to nurture you. These moments of mindfulness are not mere indulgences. They are acts of empowerment, the quiet yet powerful way to guide our bodies toward balance, resilience, and vitality. Every time you engage in a mindful ritual, even for just 30 seconds, you are creating a direct connection between your intentions and your physical well-being. The body is remarkably responsive to this kind of attention. When you consciously support your heart, your circulation, and your blood sugar, your nervous system notices. Stress levels decrease, your body's natural rhythms stabilize, and your internal environment becomes more efficient. It is as if your cells themselves recognize that they are being cared for and respond accordingly. This is not abstract or hypothetical. Science shows that intentional practices can influence cardiovascular function, metabolic processes, and overall energy regulation, even when the action itself is brief. Mindful rituals also give you a sense of agency. In a world where so much feels beyond our control, it is empowering to know that a simple, conscious action can make a difference. The 30-second practice under your tongue is more than a physical act. It is a declaration of your power to influence your own health. It reminds you that you are not a passive passenger in your body's journey. Every time you engage in this ritual, you reinforce the truth that you are capable of guiding your own well-being, shaping your internal environment, and making choices that have lasting impact. There is also a profound psychological effect that comes from mindful rituals. When you pause to dedicate time intentionally to your body, you are signaling to your mind that health matters, that balance is a priority, and that self-care is not optional. This reinforces habits of attentiveness and respect toward your own body, encouraging you to make better choices in other areas of life as well. Mindful rituals build a bridge between intention and action, ensuring that your goals for better health are reflected not just in your thoughts, but in your daily behaviors. Consistency is amplified when combined with mindfulness. Doing a simple action repeatedly is powerful, but doing it with awareness and attention elevates it to a higher level. Your body and mind respond more effectively when the practice is done intentionally rather than mechanically. Mindfulness increases your body's receptivity, enhances the impact of the practice, and strengthens the habit itself. When you commit to mindful rituals, you are not just performing a task, you are creating a meaningful experience that aligns your mental focus with your physical health, magnifying the benefits beyond what could be achieved by unconscious repetition. The 30-second practice under your tongue is particularly effective because it is a moment of pause in a fast-moving world. It is a deliberate interruption of routine, a chance to bring full attention to your body. This pause allows you to connect with yourself, to slow down, and to observe the subtle signals that your body gives. It becomes a daily reminder that your health is precious, that your energy is worth nurturing, and that small, consistent actions performed with attention are more impactful than sporadic bursts of effort. Mindful rituals are also a way to cultivate resilience. Life is full of stress, challenges, and unpredictability, all of which place a burden on the body and mind. By integrating moments of intentional care, you create a buffer against the cumulative effects of stress. Your nervous system learns to respond differently, your circulation and heart rate stabilize, and your body becomes better equipped to handle the demands of daily life. This is not about avoiding challenges. It is about strengthening your internal resources so that you can meet life with greater composure, endurance, and clarity. Another overlooked benefit of mindful rituals is the psychological reinforcement they provide. Every time you engage in a conscious, health-focused action, you are building a sense of accomplishment and self-efficacy. You are training your mind to recognize that small choices matter, that deliberate effort accumulates, and that you are capable of shaping your own outcomes. This confidence spills over into other areas of life, encouraging proactive behaviors, better decision-making, and a greater sense of personal responsibility for your overall well-being. The practice also highlights the interconnectedness of body and mind. Health is not purely physical, it is holistic. Circulation, heart function, and blood sugar are influenced not just by what you eat or how you move, but also by your mental state, your stress levels, and your attention to your own needs. By practicing mindful rituals, you are addressing all these dimensions simultaneously. You are nurturing your heart physically, supporting your circulation, stabilizing metabolic function, and reinforcing mental clarity and emotional balance. This integration is what makes mindful practices so effective. They work on multiple levels at once, creating a synergy that magnifies the results. Ultimately, mindful rituals are about reclaiming your power. They remind you that you do not need to wait for perfect conditions, miraculous treatments, or external validation to improve your health. You have access to your own body and mind, and by dedicating intentional moments each day to care for yourself, you are activating your own capacity to thrive. These moments of awareness, focus, and deliberate action are not just beneficial, they are essential for long-term wellness, energy, and vitality. Every day, when you pause to engage in a mindful ritual, you are telling your body and mind that they matter, that you matter, and that you are willing to invest in your future. It is a practice of respect, empowerment, and transformation, quietly yet profoundly shaping the trajectory of your health, and your life. Health is built moment by moment, and every choice we make contributes to the trajectory of our well-being. Too often, people wait for a dramatic turning point, a wake-up call, or a miraculous solution before taking action. They think that transformation requires a sudden, all-encompassing change. But the truth is that lasting health emerges from countless small decisions repeated consistently over time. Each meal you choose, each moment of movement, each deliberate pause to care for your body contributes to a foundation that strengthens your heart, improves circulation, and stabilizes blood sugar. It is not a single heroic act that transforms you. It is the accumulation of small, intentional steps that over weeks and months create profound results. The idea of building health moment by moment also emphasizes the importance of patience and persistence. When you take a 30-second daily practice under your tongue, for instance, you are making a tiny investment that compounds in ways you may not immediately notice. This is the essence of consistency. The benefits are subtle at first, almost invisible, but with regular repetition, they manifest in energy that lasts throughout the day, in more stable blood sugar levels, in a heart that functions efficiently, and in circulation that nourishes every cell of your body. The changes are gradual, but they are reliable, and they create a lasting impact that dramatic short-term interventions cannot match. This perspective also reframes how we view effort and discipline. Building health moment by moment is not about forcing yourself into extreme routines or punishing your body with deprivation. It is about aligning your daily habits with your goals, recognizing that small, intentional actions matter, and understanding that every decision counts. It's about honoring your body with simple practices that support its natural rhythms rather than attempting to control or override them. This approach is empowering because it turns health into an achievable process rather than an overwhelming destination, giving you control over your outcomes in a realistic and sustainable way. Consistency in small moments also creates momentum. Every time you perform a deliberate action for your well-being, you are reinforcing a positive feedback loop. Your body responds to repeated support, your mind internalizes the value of your choices, and over time you find that good habits begin to integrate naturally into your life. This momentum carries forward, making it easier to maintain other healthy behaviors, such as choosing nutrient-rich foods, staying active, managing stress, and sleeping well. Health is not built in isolation. It grows through a network of interconnected practices that reinforce one another, each small moment contributing to a larger, more vibrant whole. Another aspect of building health moment by moment is the recognition that setbacks are part of the process. No one is perfect, and occasional lapses are inevitable. What matters is that you return to your intentional practices consistently, understanding that each day presents a new opportunity to support your body. This approach reduces the pressure of perfectionism and encourages resilience. You learn to focus on progress rather than perfection, appreciating the cumulative power of repeated efforts, rather than being discouraged by temporary disruptions. Every small action counts. And the most important part is that you keep showing up for yourself. The principle of moment-by-moment health also fosters mindfulness. When you dedicate time, even as little as 30 seconds, to a deliberate practice, you are bringing your attention fully to your body and its needs. This mindfulness heightens your awareness of how your choices affect your energy, your heart, your circulation, and your blood sugar. You begin to notice patterns in your body, subtle signals that indicate when something is off, and you learn to respond proactively rather than reactively. Mindful awareness transforms health from a passive pursuit into an active, engaged process where you are a participant, not a bystander. There is also a profound psychological impact in embracing the moment-by-moment approach. Every time you make a choice that aligns with your health goals, you reinforce your self-efficacy and confidence. You internalize the understanding that your actions matter, that you have control over your well-being, and that you are capable of shaping your own outcomes. This empowerment spills over into other areas of life, enhancing motivation, resilience, and the capacity to make thoughtful, intentional decisions in work, relationships, and personal growth. Health, in this sense, becomes a cornerstone of your broader ability to thrive. Building health moment by moment also teaches you the value of incremental improvement. Transformation rarely occurs in leaps and bounds. It emerges gradually, like water carving a canyon over years, through persistent and consistent effort. Each 30-second practice, each mindful choice, each small adjustment contributes to a larger pattern of well-being. Over time, you realize that these small actions accumulate into a lifestyle, a system of care and attention that supports your heart, your circulation, and your metabolism without requiring heroic effort or dramatic sacrifices. This approach also strengthens your relationship with your body. By focusing on consistent, manageable actions, you cultivate respect and understanding for your own physiology. You learn that the body thrives when it is supported with care, patience, and awareness. Rather than being pushed to extremes, you develop trust in your ability to maintain balance and foster health, recognizing that meaningful transformation is accessible to anyone willing to invest in small, consistent steps. Health built moment by moment is sustainable because it integrates seamlessly into daily life. You do not have to wait for the perfect day, the perfect diet, or the perfect routine. You act in the present in manageable increments, allowing your choices to accumulate into tangible, lasting results. This approach removes overwhelm, reduces stress, and empowers you to take control of your well-being with confidence and clarity. It is a reminder that every moment is an opportunity to make a choice that supports your body, and that even brief intentional practices have the power to transform your heart, circulation, and blood sugar over time. By embracing this philosophy, you begin to see that health is not a destination to reach or a test to pass. It is a process, a series of small, deliberate actions that create a foundation for energy, vitality, and longevity. Every decision, every conscious moment, every repeated practice contributes to your overall well-being, and when approached consistently, these moments create a life of strength, balance, and resilience. Every small action you take, every conscious choice you make, and every moment you dedicate to caring for your body adds up to a life of greater health, energy, and vitality. The 30 seconds you invest daily under your tongue, the mindful attention you give to your circulation, heart, and blood sugar, and the consistent, intentional habits you practice are not insignificant. They are the building blocks of transformation. Health is not built in leaps or overnight miracles. It is cultivated moment by moment, choice by choice, day by day. When you honor your body in these small but meaningful ways, you are sending a powerful message that your life matters, that your energy matters, and that your well-being is worth the attention and effort you give it. Transformation begins with commitment, and commitment begins with small, repeatable actions that respect your body's natural rhythm. Over time, the results compound in ways that are visible, tangible, and life-changing. You feel stronger, more balanced, and more in control of your own health. You begin to notice subtle improvements that grow into major shifts in energy, clarity, and resilience. Each day is an opportunity to show up for yourself, to invest in the vessel that carries you through every experience, and to create a foundation for longevity and vitality. Remember that your body is your most valuable ally, and it thrives when treated with care, consistency, and intention. The choices you make in small moments ripple outward, affecting not only your physical health, but also your mindset, your confidence, and the quality of every day. By embracing these mindful, intentional practices, you are taking ownership of your health, honoring your life, and shaping the future you desire. The journey to optimal health is not defined by dramatic interventions or fleeting trends. It is defined by the simple, consistent actions you take every day. Every heartbeat, every drop of blood flowing through your veins, and every cell in your body responds to your attention and care. When you dedicate even 30 seconds to nurture your heart, support your circulation, and stabilize your blood sugar, you are creating momentum for a healthier, more vibrant life. So commit to the small moments. Embrace the power of consistency and honor the daily rituals that keep your body thriving. Your health is built on these moments, and by choosing them deliberately, you are choosing a life of strength, balance, and resilience. Take these 30 seconds for yourself every single day and let them be the seed of lasting vitality and well-being.